This is Joe News Prime with me, Samuel Kojo Brace, live from our studio here in Accra. We're live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 125. Coming up, this GPRTU threatens to increase transport fares by 60% in the new year as soon as the emissions levy, a bill which will require petrol and diesel vehicle owners to pay 100 cedis annually, comes into effect.
Nothing is being done about it. We will increase our fares not less than 60%. We indicate this in the letter.
Details, as Minority Leader insists, the government's emission levy has not been properly thought through. Bolt, Uber, Yango and other online drivers to park their cars if government does not rescind the directive to charge them vehicle income tax from 2024. We're live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 125. Around the world on myjoyonline.com. More plus business and showbiz coming up. Now, every market day, about 500 pupils in the OT region put their education on hold temporarily to embark on a journey that combines lessons in perseverance and pursuit of dreams. This is a story that sheds light on the determination and resilience of young students in Ghana. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin takes us to Dambai, where the remarkable journey of the pupils begins.
We are here in the bustling town of Dambai, in the heart of the OT region, where the local market serves as a backdrop for an extraordinary story of ambition and sacrifice. It is early morning and the air is filled with anticipation as young students, some as young as 10 years old, prepare for their unique daily journey. These eager faces belong to peoples who leave their textbooks behind and instead pick up tubers of yam and other goods. Their mission is to raise money for their educational needs.
Lakeside. My name is Joe Tumwa and I'm a student at Lakeside School. Currently, I'm in class 6. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend school due to a torn uniform. I informed my father about the situation, but he explained that he doesn't have the financial means to provide a new uniform at the moment. Additionally, my mother has traveled. However, I am determined to return to school as soon as I am able to acquire a new uniform.
Today is Monday, and one would expect that these children will be in school. Unfortunately, some of them are here to make money.
Your friend, yes. I am Yusuto. I carry yams on my head to earn some money because we were asked to buy books. Carrying the yams has a physical impact on me.
And how?
Yesuto Kojo is not alone. Hundreds of others share the same goal.
Since the reopening of schools, I haven't had any exercise books for my studies. To address this, I've been working in the market, carrying yams to help my sister raise money to buy books for me. I earn 7 Ghana cedis for carrying 100 tubers of yams. My parents live in the village, and when we ask them for money, they are unable to provide it. My sister also takes on various jobs in the market, and we pool our earnings to buy my books. I am currently in class 6. I require both exercise books and notebooks. Specifically, I need 18 exercise books. Each pack of exercise books costs 60 cedis.
Exercise book no see packet ni sister Ghana. And a notebook no ba coupe is 8 cedi and I be so 10 cedi. It's minimum notebook ni there minimum 5 no minimum say about 5.
Here is a local teacher, Isaac Baba.
Most of the time being a teacher and then being in a classroom on Mondays, you wouldn't see most of these guys in school. Most of them come to look for what they will get as the daily meal for the week.
My name is Bridget Addo. It is not a duty of the child to feed the home or to bring something on the table. But in some cases, you can't help it. In some cases, you can't help it. But what needs to be done is the mothers need to let them go and close and come in the afternoon to come and help.
At the vibrant Dambai market, these children enter a world of barter, negotiation, and hard-earned income. They work tirelessly until late afternoon when they begin their journey back home.
My name is Siafra. Those of us residing in Dambai are experiencing a state of poverty. Many of the children in our community are self-reliant as they are compelled to seek small opportunities in order to support themselves financially.
Now, Dr. Peter Ante, who is Executive Director for the Institute for Education Studies, has been reacting to the story. He's been speaking on Pulse.
Unfortunate watching this documentary, but as I always say, it's good that we bring all these things out for the policymakers and other stakeholders to really understand what is happening in some of our other places that we are not throwing light on. I think the first thing we need to do is to admit that this challenge is both parental and then assistance failure. It's parental because under normal circumstances, parents are supposed to take care of their wards. And I've said that in this country, if a parent refuses to do what he's supposed to do, the system can take him up or her up and then force him or her to undertake that particular activity of taking care of the child. So it is important that we look at it, we tackle it from that parental perspective by continuous education and engagement with the people using the various authorities that we have within that particular jurisdiction. So that is one thing that we can look at. Another thing that we have to look at is it is systemic because the system that we have created is supposed to ensure that the child going to school enjoys free, basic, compulsory, universal education. Now, if that is what it's supposed to be, then why would the child find himself or herself in the market selling to be able to get money and buy certain things that will enable him enjoy education?
To other stories, in the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU is threatening to increase transport fares by 60% as soon as the emission levy bill comes into effect in the new year. Every user of a diesel or petrol vehicle will now pay 100 Ghana cedis every year after Parliament passed the emissions levy bill into law before rising for Christmas. Government says this levy will help Ghana stay within its commitment to the climate change agenda. Minority Leader Dr. Kaysala Tufosun says the tax has not been well thought through.
What sort of tax is this? It's regressive. It's regressive because the person using a motorbike should not pay the same tax to the person using Lexus LX 570. The Speaker, so we should be careful what we are legislating on. The Speaker, aside that, the second leg is a tax on carbon dioxide equivalent emission from specific sectors. The Speaker, and these are the sectors. Construction sector. So if you have a construction company and you produce any form of what I don't go describe as smoke, smoke. The Speaker, one ton of smoke is 100 Ghana cedis per annum. How are you going to measure that? Tell us, how are you going to measure 1 ton of smoke? The Speaker, 2 tons, 200 Ghana, 3 tons, 400 Ghana, 4 to 5 tons, 500 Ghana. So how are you going to measure it? You are taxing Okada, you are taxing Prajia, you are taxing Uber cars, you are taxing Trotro, and you are also taxing Mahama Kandu. Mahama Kandu, it's called Prajia, it's in the northern Ghana. This tax will not affect only the rich people. This tax will affect the lowest of our society, including the MPP food soldier. The Speaker, this tax It's an Okada tax. It's a tax on motorbike. It's a tax on Praja. Remember, you are going back to your delegates. Tell them about what you are introducing. I believe that this tax is not properly thought through. The mechanism to assess the value or the tonnage of emission that one, based on the sectors, will emit. The Speaker, certainly I know that it is not available.
But Energy Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh says the world is moving on from internal combustion vehicles, and this levy is to help propel the country to a new era of electric vehicles.
By 2030, combustion engines will be outlawed in parts of Europe, where most of our cars come from. We will not get those combustion engines or spare parts to come and repair those cars here. And it will become extremely punitive and even more expensive to even bring such car parts. The whole world is moving. I was with you in COP28. And we all learned the fact that the world is moving. The climate change agenda, Mr. Speaker, was assented to on behalf of Ghanaians by President John Dramani Mahama. And Ghana made its contributions, and it included trying to minimize pollutants. Yes, before the climate warming, if you wouldn't even learn about what is happening in this world, no wonder we are where we are. You are talking about taxing generators. In whose tenure did Ghana become populated with generators? Thank you. So when you have my brothers on the opposite side, blowing both hot and cold, that is what we will have in this country. Under President Mahama, we signed the Paris Climate Accord.
Now, in the wake of this bill, GPRTU is asking the public to brace for a 60% hike in transport fares from the new year. Abasi Moro is spokesperson for GPRTU.
We've even written to the Speaker a letter signed by our General Secretary Godfred Abobiri. We said we felt that is a cheating on our part, because already we are paying sanitation and pollution levy 10% on a liter. We are paying on this pollution. Then what another term they use, emission term, different terminology to tax us again. So we've written to the Speaker so that he presents it. We want to create awareness to our representatives in Parliament that no, this should be exempted or it should be changed. In the letter, we indicated that if nothing is being done about it, we will increase lorry fares not less than 60%. We indicate this in the letter as well, that where we have gotten to, we are pleading with Parliament to do something about it.
Relatedly, users of petrol and diesel vehicles say the imposition of 100 cedis levy, known as the emissions levy, will bring more hardship into their lives. Petrol and diesel owners will now pay 100 cedis annually from next year as part of government's bid to promote the use of fuel from clean energy sources. Some drivers who spoke to Joy News asked the government to reconsider the decision to impose the levy.
This extra tax that this government is trying to also impose on Ghanaians, I think this is not the best. Ghanaians are already suffering. Duties are already high. The dollar is just running here and there. Fuel prices are going up. No jobs for the youth. With all these, you are coming to embedding Ghanaians again with an extra tax. I think Ghanaians are already dying. Ghanaians are already suffering. The economy is very hard. Things are not going as we envisaged, as we thought it would be. The hopes that we placed in this government, it has gone down the drain. Now they are coming to impose another tax onto we Ghanaians. I think the government has to reconsider. We are already suffering. You don't expect the people to die before you know that things are going bad. Fuel prices are on the high. Dollar is crazy. Business has collapsed. Young guys are running helter-skelter. And we are coming to impose another tax. Only God knows what the tax is. Please, they should be considerate. And listen to the plight of Ghanaians. Ghanaians are suffering. Ghanaians are suffering. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In my view, MPP is ready to opposition. Because what's the system? Well, now, cost of living. How can, if you make 6 like 500 cedis, how much food will you buy? So we want to add up. It means you want to spoil the job because you are bringing taxi ride in the system. So maybe, in my view, they are now tired. So they want to go and chop their money. That's it. I don't think they are now ready for break the heat. If you are ready to break the heat, you won't break the stars. If eco tax is coming, look at the system. What benefit are you giving to the people? So if you are bringing tax, the people will benefit from that tax. So, a lot. Because in my view, you're 6, maybe the car don't belong to you. And you go to a work and you get like 500 cedis. And government is automatically taking 100 cedis out of it. And now you are bringing tax back. You know, those things will affect the driver.
Well, expect a nationwide strike from both Uber, Yango and other online drivers in the new year if government does not review a decision to charge vehicle income tax from 1st January 2024. The vehicle income tax is paid by taxi, trotro and other commercial vehicles. The Online Drivers Association say they've not been consulted on this new tax policy. We'll hear from the president of the association shortly. But first, let's read a statement from the Online Drivers Association for you. The statement says the Ghana Online Drivers Union Godu of TUC wishes to bring to the attention of the Ghana Revenue Authority ride-hailing companies that i.e. Uber, Bolt, Yango, amongst others, riders of platform users and the general public that it has taken notice of the decision of the Ghana Revenue Authority to reintroduce the payment of vehicle income tax and wish to state its position on the above subject. VAT payment and effective 1st January 2024. They continue to say that first and foremost, we disagree with this directive, though we know that as responsible citizens, we help to build our nation through taxes. But we also know that in the long run, the VAT will be borne by the drivers. We are not too happy about this directive because, one, there was no consultation or collaboration with us as stakeholders, just like the way the GRA imposed the VAT of 21.9% on our commission from 1st July 2023. Likewise, the app companies Uber, Bolt, and Yango did not engage us before the implementation of VAT on 1st July 2023. Two, there is no legislative instrument that regulates the ride-hailing sector as a commercial entity, and therefore it is illegitimate to tax our operations now. Three, we do not know how much the cost of VAT is. Four, we have challenges with the short code *222# to verify our vehicles. And five, we do not know whether the update required by GRA from the ride-hailing companies will affect our work. We are therefore appealing to the GRA to hold on to its implementation date of 1st January 2024 until proper collaborations are deepened with the union. However, should this new directive by GRA and failure of the app companies to engage us before the implementation date, and should it affect our work, then we will advise ourselves with the following actions. A nationwide strike, we will institute our operational cost and charge our logical fares. We will engage in price negotiations before embarking on trips with the riders, as the app companies are failing to recognize us as partners in the transport industry. Now, the national chairman of the Ghana Online Drivers Association, Francis Kweku Tenge, says they must be exempted from paying this tax.
There's an update on our driver's application. If you don't upload your document, or you don't update your document in your software driver's app, your account is being put on hold. You have to do it before you go to work. So we are waiting on 1st January 2024. Let's say from 12 midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. 1st January 2024, any of our members' accounts have been put on hold. Then we will actually have no options than to go on a nationwide strike. Officially, we are waiting for GRA to actually engage us because we have sent them a copy of our letter. So we don't know who to actually engage. So should they receive it, they have to actually call us so that we can actually talk to the appropriate authorities. The GRA is a very big institution. You might be speaking to someone who is not actually a final decision maker. So we are just hoping that they will actually call us in an engagement, in a meeting, and then the right things will be done. Every driver in Ghana is already paying a value-added tax of 21.9% since July 1st, 2023. The reason why we are angry at this point was that when that was instituted first time, GRA didn't engage us. We were there and they implemented this. They are using the same means, the same medium. There's no involvement, there's no collaboration, there's no committee, there's no board, there's nothing. And our stakeholders who are working or who are using the platform, you're supposed to engage us.
The Ghana Revenue Authority has justified the decision to impose a vehicle income tax on ride-hailing services, insisting it is part of measures to widen the tax net. Commissioner General Reverend Dr. Amishadai Osuamwa says they also want to target persons operating in the e-commerce space. He has been speaking on a yet-to-be-aired interview for PMS Express Business Edition, which ends tonight on
sometimes people should understand because it's the same people who say widen the net, widen the net. And like we started, you said we are focusing on the same people all the time and we are creating fatigue. And then when we are trying to widen the net today, say, why are you going to this area? Why are you going to this area?
Because people are worried about the impact on the cost of living because these firms would definitely pass on these costs to them. If without them, and you might be hitting your target, maybe let's excuse them.
So then where is the widening the net? So I think that is people should, and sometimes when they say these things, they said in 2 years, in some sort of thing. It's important that we deepen and widen the net. And if there are some industry players, some sectors that are not in, it's important that we keep on looking at it. Because if there is somebody doing a business, and that business is not on, for example, we talked about, in fact, one of the things that we put in our strategy is the emerging business lines and bringing those emerging business lines into the tax bracket. And when I say emerging business lines, this the ride-hailing apps is one example. The other apps that people use to buy things is one example. And I can tell you that since last year we implemented the what do you call it, e-commerce registration. We have seen a lot of revenue coming from that point.
How much has it brought in? Not specific, but just the range, maybe not specific.
In fact, we're getting roughly about 800 something million as at the end of it. We just have to check.
Okay, all right.
But it has been significant, almost getting to $1 billion from that sector. I mentioned it at the last one of the events that I mentioned the figure.
Now, the Ghana Fire Service has established the March 2023 inferno that swept through the new KJTM market in Kumasi, resulted from cooking at the market. According to the Regional Fire Public Relations Officer, investigations conducted over the incident revealed a trader was cooking in a nearby shop, which lit a material and touched one of the floors at the market. Now, the incident is one of the 916 fire cases recorded in the region from January to December 10, 2023, which killed 9 people. Emmanuel Bright-Kweku has more in this report.
On March 15, 2023, a section of the KJTM market was torched by an inferno, leaving many victims distressed. Properties and wares running into millions of cedis were destroyed by the fire. 9 months after the incident, the Regional Fire Service says the fire incident was instigated by cooking at the market. DO3 Peter Ade is the Ashanti Regional Public Relations Officer of the Ghana National Fire Service.
When you look at the KJTM market, are you done with investigations?
We are.
You're done with investigations. Can you share with us your findings?
So, from the reports that I've seen, I understand someone was cooking within the market, and that led to the fire. The modern markets have put in place the necessary structures to prevent traders from cooking within their individual shops. Even this year, I think somewhere in November, we had somebody trying to heat water with this old heater. It nearly led to fire. Another fire? It nearly led to fire, yes.
The fire incident is one of the over 900 cases recorded in the region from the beginning of the year to December 10, 2023. The figure represents a 13.42% reduction on the number of cases recorded under the same period in 2022. 9 fatalities were recorded from these cases, although a reduction from the 15 lives lost in 2022. Peter Adair says the estimated cost of damaged property also shot up astronomically in the year, although a significant cost of salvaging properties was made.
As much as we're excited about the fact that we've reduced the numbers when it comes to fires for the year 2023, per the data we have, the estimated property damage cost has gone up.
In 2023, it went up to 226,701,206.
What kind of
this has gone up? This fire, the KGTR fire, contributed so much to the figure. The cost of salvage or salvaged items has also gone really high. It's moved from 34,231,245 to 370,050,480 cedis.
By far, 6 fire incidents have been recorded during the Christmas season in the region. The figure represents a reduction on the numbers recorded for the same period last year. That's about 10 of them. Well, with the Hamilton setting in, the Ghana National Fire Service is admonishing the public to take precaution during the season. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Brightspeak.
Now, the CEO of Newage Agric Solutions Limited is calling on corporate organizations to keep supporting the people of Mepe the Yuletide season as they gradually bounce back from the flood disaster. According to him, times are hard for the residents, and it will take the benevolence of people to help them get back to their normal lives. He was speaking at a Christmas party his company organized for children of the community. There's more in the following report.
It was a day of pure dance, music performances, and drama. Of course, once it was a party, there was plenty of food to feed every child that was present. The CEO of Newage Agric Solutions Limited, William Korte, explains this is the company's way of helping the children to smile again.
So we are here as Newage with them, celebrating and providing them food and drinks as part of our Christmas celebration. Now, this is also a follow-up to the fact that during the heat of the moment, we have supported them with cash, with food as well, with some clothing. But today, we also believe that as we are in the Christmas season, we will be able to put some smiles on the faces of the children of Mepe. That's why we decided to organize our end-of-year party in Mepe. And as you can see, almost everybody who works for Newage, all the staff of Newage are here interacting with the children of Mepe to put some smiles on their faces.
He promised Newage will help repaint the school building for the Mepe Presby JHS.
I've been painting the classroom. Newage will take it upon itself to do it immediately. Subsequently, they can continue to raise funds, and we'll support as much as we can so that they can refurbish and improve the conditions in the school. That's the reason why I decided that we should put some facelift to the school. It does look dilapidated, and therefore we should be able to make some small facelifts, and then subsequently they can do a bigger renovation and improvement in the school.
Mr. Korte called on other corporate entities to continue the good works they did during the height of the flooding by helping them in the Yuletide.
Obviously, you can see how the children are excited to their high expectations to enjoy the party. So we can only encourage other companies, other entities to be able to come back around and support the children during this season, during the Christmas period.
Jonathan Agboja, the assistant head of the school, was full of praise for Newage Agric Solutions Limited for the decision to help repaint the Mepe Presby JHS block.
We realize that the school is here. It's over 100 years now, and there's nothing happening. The refuse sheets are spoiled. There's so many leakages. When it rains, we are always suffering in the classrooms, our textbooks, and what have you. But the CEO took it upon himself and said, "Oh no, I want to go back and renovate the classroom blocks." We are very grateful. We can only say God bless him. We pray for establishment and we pray for extension.
Mankralo of Mepe, Togbi Kosi Nego, appreciated Newage for their kind gesture towards the children of Mepe in these trying times.
We are happy that you've remembered our children and you are here to support them. We know that this party will make them forget some of the things that they have gone through. We thank you so much for your help and support.
The kids were excited about the party. Some of them spoke to Joy News.
We are too much grateful for you having a party like this for us. This is the first time for us having this program like this, so we are happy. We are very, very happy today. So we need to thank you people for having this kind of party for us.
What they did for us today, I am very happy, and I am thanking them for going to renovate our school for us. Today they put fun in my face. I thank them for organizing the parties for us.
We are very glad for what you have done for us today. We thank you all. Thank you very much for inviting us for this kind of party. We never enjoyed it before. Thank you all.
It was a time of pure bliss for children who had recently been through the tough time of dealing with their community being completely submerged by floodwaters. It was joy to see these kids smile again. Newage Agric Solutions Limited says this is just the beginning of the good things they have for their catchment areas, including Mepe. For Joy News, Samuel Kojo Brace. As we're watching Joy News Prime, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with business. To stay. Well, let's do some business now, because the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors says they want $20 million to be sold to them by the Bank of Ghana for the first quarter of next year will go a long way to help reduce their debt profile in forex. According to the Chamber, although the amount is lower than what they had in the first quarter of this year, the prevailing economic situation justifies the amount being sold to them. Speaking to Joy Business, Chief Executive of the BDCs, Dr. Patrick Okufori, said they will engage the Bank of Ghana and the Ministries of Finance and Energy on how best to address FX supply challenges.
As I said, we definitely will wish for more, but we also need to be realistic and then also understand the conditions that they find themselves in. You can't give what you don't have. And I think they came in at a time that we really needed them. But what we can also say is that under the leadership of the governor and then also the economic management team, there are other alternative ways that we are coming up, and then that we've also even piloted, that we hope that will help address FX supply availability to the market for us to be able to ensure that we are guaranteed a certain quantum of forex to import and carry out our day-to-day trading activities.
Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority has indicated that full implementation of the 5 tax bills passed by Parliament may not take off from January 1, 2024 as expected. Parliament last Friday passed the 5 tax bills which are expected to be enforced from the beginning of next year. Now, key amongst them is the VAT amendment bills, which may increase motor insurance by more than 30% from 2024. But Commissioner General Reverend Dr. Mishadai Osuamwa says some conditions must first be met before enforcement. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition, which airs tonight on Joy News at 9 p.m.
Once the bill is approved by Parliament, normally in the approval process, there could be some amendments, some changes here and there. And so even though our team have already started trying to put together the practice notes and the processes, we cannot come out with it until the final bill is given to us. Then you will notice whether there are some changes. So once you notice that, you have to now go back and then finish it. So it's the interval between the time of approval and then there may be another week or two or whatever it takes for us to also finalize the necessary documentation around it. So the aim is to start from 1st January, but the practical, what do you call it? The practicability, that's the word. Yes, is what actually finally determines. So once we get it, then we'll look at what we need to do, and then we will be able to say that, okay, effective 15th of so and so or so and so it will start.
I know, Commissioner, you with the tax unit at the Ministry of Finance, often you influence some of these things. There are still, and I stand to be educated about the application of the VAT input and the item that it should attach and the calculation and all those things. Is the Commission worried about that? Now that some of these amendments would mean that items that were not, for instance, look at insurance, non-life insurance products and all the rest, and these things kicking in. Is the Commission aware, or is the Commission worried that these businesses that are supposed to sometimes enforce these things are still struggling on how it should be applied on these items?
No, you need to clarify it because you see, whatever we do, like I told you from the beginning, our aim is not to make the life of the taxpayer more complex, but to make it easier. And so, if it's a new thing, we want to take our time to explain it to people and do the engagement. We'll send people to the FM stations to be able to talk to them. We'll set up desk where people can come and we explain. And so, whatever it is, our aim is to make it.
But the effective day is January 1, if it should be approved in the House today.
I did say that we will wish that is January 1. But then the ability to start from January 1 depends on when it is done, and then the effort we have to put in place to be able to put all the, exactly what you talk about, the documentation and then the communication in place.
So watching Johnny's Prime, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in Showbiz. All right, so time for us to do Showbiz, and Jackie is here. Jackie, how are you doing?
I'm good, Kucho.
We can't tell people why we are laughing.
I know, right? So today is all about singathon. She clocks.
I doff my hat out to this young lady.
Yeah.
She's done so well. Yeah. And in the process, she's reunited the country like only football does.
Yeah, that patriotism has been felt in everywhere.
It is not, it has gone beyond NDC and PP. Yeah. Right now, it's Ghana.
Yeah. You're one people.
Yes.
All right.
She's done well.
Now, if First on Tour has 115 hours of singing time under her belt right now, her goal of breaking the record for the longest singing period by an individual is within reach. Her team is aiming at least 117 hours. Abigail Awuni, a member of the communication team, has indicated that the team seeks to prevent major personalities from visiting in order to make up for missed hours.
Something doing me bad.
115 hours is down. Afua Santo's dream to set a new record for the longest singing time by an individual is within reach as her team targets at least 117 hours of singing. The current record holder held by the Indian singer Sunil Wagmer, who initially claimed he sang for 125 hours but was officially recognized for 105 hours after validation issues. Afua's team says the strategy is to sing until she can sing no more. Listen to communication lead Abigail Awuni.
First record, we're doing 117. That is if she's going to break the record, because she can't do the 105 since the current holder went 105. So she has to give an interval. So she was supposed to do 117. So she's on it. But then, if we notice, we realized that there were some breakages some breaks and other things that came in. And that has to be also added, such that when they are doing the deductions of the, the breaks, it doesn't affect the record that she's breaking. I don't know if that's clear.
Yes, just a bit clear. 117 hours.
Then that is her set record out. Maybe she might be she'll go more, or probably 170, but we don't know. We can't tell. For now, I'm on the ground. The timer inside is the person who will be able to tell that probably, example, an hour of break was, we had an hour of break or 2 hours, so you have to make up for that. Mm-hmm. In that case, if there's a deduction in the time because of the break and other things, it doesn't affect the original time set for her. Is that okay? So she would have to do extra because of the, she had to rest in between and all that, the little breaks that we had.
Over the last 5 days, many personalities, including the Vice President Dr. Baumia Sarkodie Stoneboy, Shirley Ayokoboche, Foreign Affairs Minister, have visited her in the booth, many of whom spoke with her. To make up for the lost hours, her team says they have resolved to ban everyone from entering the inner perimeter.
Okay, now there are people who are concerned that the number of celebrities that are getting into the close perimeters and are interacting with her, they're taking time off her. I mean, how do you respond to that?
So when they go in, there are directives on what to do. There isn't a definite rule that prevents that anyway, except that, like you are saying, when they go, you have to stop singing and attend to them. That's the main concern. So it's not like it's breaking any rule whatsoever. So we've taken measures, and then going forward, I don't think anybody will be going in again. Immediately they go in, she has to stop singing, attend to them, either give a high five, whatsoever it is, which is taking some of the time. We've resolved to not allow anybody enter again, so that we'll be able to cover our fast for the time loss.
After singing for more than 115 hours, which translates into 4 days, 19 hours, Ghanaians are hopeful that she will ace the challenge.
Well, it's still day 4, 19 hours. And people are still tripping in there.
Yeah, I hope we could motivate her to do more.
Yeah.
Do like 6 days. So you don't leave chance for anybody. She's tired, I can feel that.
We definitely don't want anyone to break the record again.
I think the strength she gets from us, we have to give her more.
Yeah.
She can do 6 days.
Yeah, but celebrities have been thronging to the venue. Stoneboy and a couple of other celebrities were there today.
None of us knew her to be an active musician, but till now. So the reality is that the music will pave way. The creative art will pave way for a lot of things to happen positively in terms of bringing people together, in terms of uniting the nation, in terms of bringing glory to even a commoner at home. Look at the happiness on people's faces. So that tells you that the creative arts is a place that we should all keep dear to our hearts and not try to focus on the negativity and the controversial stuff that tear people apart. Ghana has already won. Look at the support. It's really about daring. It's really about trying. I'm one person who believes in not fearing failure, because for somebody to try and even fail, that person is more worthy than someone who hasn't tried anything at all. So to attempt 4 good days, Ghana has won already.
In a professional musician, you can see I've lost my voice because of 1 or 2 shows, but she has done well, and we are all here to support her. She has done well. This is not about vocals. This is not about you singing well for the people. It's about how you gather the courage and sing for a long time, and she has done well. So congratulations to her, 100%.
I mean, the most important thing is that because Asantwa is not a musician known, and because she's not a singer known, the only detail we have about her is that she's a mother, she's a wife, she's a Ghanaian. And for that matter, we think that when she's able to break the record, it gives us hope and aspiration that it is not all about singing. It's about the resilience and the thought of doing something unique to set a record or to break a record. So for me, it's a plus for us, and it's putting Ghana on the map, because as a matter of fact, all eyes are here. We're hoping to see that she will end it, win it, and we'll have a new record set. And I believe that after Santua, there'll be more other Ghanaians who want to do the same thing here.
Well, celebrities still keep coming in, but just as the team members are saying, they're going to stop them. But we still have a lot of Ghanaians, people who are sleeping there overnight. So Rejoice Semefa was there and has been interacting with them too.
To be here until she officially ended. We are not to stay here. 2 days ago, we are here. We are still here. So everything is. You've not been home? No. How do you bath? No bath. You're thinking about bath. Pure water. You just wash the important place. You are good to go. Ablution, you not bath for the love of our Santua. Yes. How long have you been here?
2 days.
2 days, you didn't go home?
No. We are finishing together.
So you'll be here until she officially ended?
Finishing together. We are finishing together. Even if you stay here for 10 years, we will stay here.
Then Yamiase, say another day, to me, maybe 70 years. And I'm who will be that. I Ghana. Ain't I many just some Cassipa, I am a support. Nay, I am crashing in Mount Quadrant, and I'm in a name of a summer. Mewukoro, Mechi, Naya Fefe, said Yasanto Ironway. Yamimana Hode, Yakodro Susum, all to Minian Ambroso, Yadana Kumasubia, and Rade Anya Mano.
I'm passing through tonight, though.
Well, look, Ghanaians have done so well.
Yeah.
I love the way Ghana has really shown love for this young lady. If we can do this, we can really go far as a country.
Yeah.
So that politics, nothing divides us. We are one. And that's how we do things. So congrats to Efua. No matter the outcome of this, you are a winner, for what you've done.